Hey everybody, welcome to another SciCraft episode. So today I got two projects planned. We'll see if we can finish them both. Usually I plan more than I could do in 20 minutes, so we'll just see about that one. So the first project is a bit of a lag optimization again. Not really that useful, but it's also a good excuse to finally use one of our diagonal flying machines. So at the moment I only have the permaloader running and nothing else on the server. Did already do the tick health command, which is part of Gnemmon's carpet mod. So this displays what causes lag on the server, and it says it takes 0.3 milliseconds to process all the entities in the overworld. Now at spawn there should be nothing left in regards to entities, so those must be in the lazy chunks of the permaloader. Now we've been planning for this for quite a while. We completely want to bomb the permaloader lazy chunks. Mostly because we have flying machines that could do that, and just we want to test them in survival. Alright, so we arrived at the permaloader site. So it's basically the hopper loading grid at bedrock level. And now the idea is to remove the complete terrain above it, just so we can maybe improve the performance slightly by killing the entities inside of those chunks. Alright, the machine we want to use is a design by Ita. He also built this up here. Actually, I already built it up 2 or 3 months ago, but now we finally have some time to start it. Alright, there are signs, remove this platform if you start a duper, remove this block to start. Okay, we're just gonna do that. So let's keep one block. And the way this is gonna work is, so we start the flying machine. Basically we have a two-way duper that flies back and forth, and here at the end the duper is stopped by the structure here with the slime blocks in the back. Now once the machine is back, it's getting pushed one over, and the complete part in the back is basically a diagonal flying machine. It moves one diagonally, and then the part in the back here also moves one towards the north, so one further out, and the same goes for here. So basically the flying machine flies a set distance, but it's just the part here in the back and this return station, they also move diagonally, and that's how we can remove diagonal chunks. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay, there we go. Let's start duping. Maybe I can sit here to watch it. Okay, so it seems like Ita already dug away. They drained this. We had an ocean here. And here we can see the flying machine going basically straight. So we also could have built a diagonal dupe instead. I had a design for that and just chain a few of those diagonal dupers, but it's probably better to use this design since it reliably takes out all the blocks. Now there's a certain range of the TNT, which is I think 77 blocks. That's why Ita already built the second machine. It's built at Y87, so we have to see if this maybe destroys the hopper loading grid. But I want to redo that part anyway. Okay, so any moment the flying machine arrives again and I can see this moving diagonally. And there we go. Right, I would say it is a good opportunity for a time lapse. And it seems like we have a bit of an issue here. Now I wanted to start the second machine just to do it in all in one go. And it seems like either made a mistake building this or something else happened. There was a slime block missing, apparently here. And this didn't push over, this part of the machinery. Now, luckily I had some slime blocks in my inventory, so I got one. And I would need to place the piston here again to push it over. I'm not entirely sure if this would work. I think there's a really good chance that it might. Well, let's just see. If not, then we have actually a problem. Okay, I just need to be careful. Definitely punch this one out. Now, just need to place the piston here. And this doesn't look good at all. Okay, so what happened? So what we need to do is actually launch this machine. Now, is this doable somehow? If I maybe activate this observer. Unfortunately, don't have a flint and steel. Okay. So we have a bit of a problem. Yeah, I have to think about. It seems like we have some bigger issues here. There was also a piston missing here, and now this part also didn't get moved over. I think I know how to fix this, but I really don't have the materials at the moment, and I can't really leave this machine. Maybe I could place a non-movable block in order to stop the two-way machine, but it's kind of self-returning, so I would need to stop it on the way back. Yeah, we'll just go for that. Here we go. Luckily I always have some ender chests in my inventory for non-movable blocks. Let's see if we can stop it. Okay. I guess we can also start it back from here. Would need to remove the ender chest and just power this sticky piston. So I'm quite confident we could start it later. Alright, now let's head back and get some materials to fix the other machine. Alright, so this is clearly not my day. I think I messed up the machine even more while trying to fix it. So I was rebuilding it. I was using the Schematica mod to help a little bit, and I accidentally activated the machine and all moved one block in that direction. Now, I really don't know how this machine works, but I would assume if I power this sticky piston here, it would cause the whole machine to move one in that direction, and that's what I want. Because otherwise, we have a bit of an issue, because then the whole machine is shifted one block over, and we're duping over the wrong area. So I'm just gonna go for it. Either this works as I wanted to, or we have to completely rebuild the whole machine again. Let's see if this... Alright, this actually does look good. Let's move the schematic maybe. Where are my rockets? And is my light drop broken? No, that will be my day. Okay. Yeah, it actually looks good. So if I move the whole schematic one over now. Oh, wrong direction. Then, yeah, so we moved one block diagonally. I think I rebuilt it exactly like it should be. And I'm ready to start this. Let's see. Okay, that part works. I really hope this returns. Should probably also remove that one again. Okay, this is definitely in line. Alright, this part works. Very nice. And now I have to stop this one in a similar fashion. Or should we just keep it running? Yeah, let's keep it running for one block. Okay. Yeah, I also have to pay attention to the machine. I can't just AFK since there's probably a lot of liquids down below that need to be removed. Let's see if this part works. Okay, it's pushed over. Yeah, seems to work. I lost my ender chests. Really? I think I threw them out. So how can we stop this machine without any non-movable blocks? Do we have another ender chest? Yeah, this is actually great. What's non-movable? Obsidian, chests. You can, yeah, let's get a tree. And my axe is in the ender chest. Great. Okay, there's the crafting table. And here we have the chest, and now we can stop the machine. There we go. It's safely parked. So this was a bit of a struggle, but I'm quite confident we can start both machines again. So this is the first one. I just need to place the observer again, and it should launch. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Awesome. Now I just need to do the same for the second machine, and then we continue with our time lapse. Just have to be a bit careful that I don't punch out the other slime blocks. Yeah, this definitely looks good. Yep, now it's official, this is not my day. So it worked for 5 minutes, and then the bottom machine stopped because it ran into those blocks. Didn't pay attention before, and we should have considered that it moves diagonally, and those blocks would be in the way at some point. Alright, so this is not looking good at all. I don't even know if this is now salvageable. So it seems like this was the issue. We couldn't grab this part. I really don't know if it fixes it again. I'm just gonna try. So let's push this one over. And then let's grab it from here. And this seems to break it more. According to Schematica, the front part is messed up. So I'm just gonna remove the flying machine and the duper, and then we'll see if we can rebuild the front part. I rebuilt the front part and launched the machine again, and it ran for 15 blocks. And now we have another issue, so don't worry, the machine is fine, but the TNT doesn't reach down completely. It only worked in this spot because the ocean floor was already lower, but we have the normal terrain, so at Y65, then it's just not enough, so we don't reach down to bedrock. So what we need to do is actually just build a third machine at the same height. So I took a schematic, and we're gonna build it like 30 blocks in the back, and then run 3 machines at the same time. Let's see if I do have the materials. Probably not. Yeah, we definitely need to get some slime blocks, etc. Actually, it's just the slime blocks. And the TNT again. Alright, so I'm gonna head back and build up the third machine. Time for a progress update. It's a few hours later. I did build up the third machine during a live stream, and we also ran it for quite a bit. But we had some issues with it. Didn't go all as planned. The first issue was that I blew up twice because of some TNT that got propelled to the side. Enemy was struck with the same fate. So we're probably gonna space out the machines a bit more, so we have like 40 or 50 blocks in between the 3 machines. That should give us enough time to remove lava and water. And then the second issue was the second machine also got blown up. The distance between the ground and the second machine is probably not enough. So same issue as with the TNT that got propelled to the side. If a few of those stacked in one spot, then it could happen that just the TNT gets shot upwards again, and then this probably took out the duper, so we lost it. Now the fix is probably quite simple. We're just gonna build up 10 blocks higher, which I already did. Just need to remove the second machine again, and then we could start it again. Unfortunately, I had to stop the time-lapse again because we have a new issue now. So what happens this time is that the machines bump into the mountainside here on the left. I removed some blocks here. Basically, this machine got stuck at stone blocks. Same happened with the second machine, and it just stopped. So we tried to push over the duper, but it got stuck here on the stone blocks. Alright, this issue is probably caused, or could be easily solved by just widening the range of which the upper machines operate. So if this would fly 2 more blocks to the left than the next machine, then it would probably fix it. But at the moment I'm not a big fan of that solution. Not sure if you maybe should go back to the drawing board and come up with something new, maybe a new concept. I was thinking instead of going back and forth, we should maybe make a machine that goes back and forth diagonally even. This would be more complicated. Might be an alternative, or even a 3-directional diagonal machine, which would be quite insane. But I think it could be done in theory. But does it even have an advantage? I'm really not sure what to do next. Also, I can't really blame Ether for this machine. I mean, it worked wonderfully, but as always, you have to test this machine out in survival in order to discover those little problems. Very often you don't think about this, and that's why we're actually building our machines in survival, just to test them. Might also be an alternative to maybe redo this machine instead. So first of all, maybe we let this two-way machine fly back and forth twice. So just add a T flip-flop of some sort in order to take out more blocks, so then we don't need to build 2 machines. So also be an alternative. Or maybe also come up with a solution that maybe fixes this problem here, if there is one. I'm not sure. We're also kind of running out of time with this episode, and again, I really underestimated the effort it would take. I'm also already looking ahead, and we still need to do some water removal even here. So there's a river biome. And if you go even further, the river biome wouldn't be a big problem with sponges. But there's also a part of an ocean biome we still need to remove. That's just a smaller part. There's even a... Whoops, and the elytra runs out. And that's why I always bring a few elytras with me, also some bottles of enchanting, to be able to do some mending repairs. Alright, now let's check out the rest of the ocean. So this will be a bit of work here. But I guess with some sponges. And maybe some additional sand walls in between shouldn't be a problem. Making a flying machine to remove this is probably not worth the effort. It's kind of uneven terrain even. Right, the end of the chunk loading grid is about in the middle, I think, of this flower forest over there. Approximately 3k. So actually in the savanna biome here. That's the end then. Alright, so again, underestimated the effort it would take to do all of this. In hindsight, I could have never done it in one episode. The next turn, we'll work on designing the new machines I talked about. And then also, test them out in survival, if they're a better alternative. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.